Hello, this is George Senda, the real, authentic, official, original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, trolls, or betrayers. Or people who say I sent their cats cat gifts when I don't even know their real name and their address. Well, you know one thing about cats, they've never betrayed me. They've never stabbed me in the back. They've never recorded my phone calls from Hangouts with my phone. They've never put them on YouTube. But someone I've been dealing with a long time has, and claimed that they had technical difficulties with their equipment. Well, the technical difficulties of their equipment notwithstanding, the equipment doesn't publish the live phone call recorded and send it to YouTube. So that excuse is total BS. All right. I haven't been on because when I cleaned Kathy's apartment for about 3 days afterwards, I had absolutely horrible pains in the calves right underneath my left and right knee. I couldn't get up. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. And right now it's roasting in here. It was 96 today. It's 95 in my living room. That's why I'm doing it live. I'm not going outside. I do have to go feed the cats. And when I got home and the ace bandage unraveled and I sat down, I got a scream of pain. All right, I bought 20 pounds of cat litter, which I'm not going to show. I'm not going to lift it. I carried it 3 blocks. That's enough. And I promised this person I would send them a gift, which I will after Friday, and I will send their beloved cat gifts every month. I'll do that for a year, unless they choose to tell me to stop, because the kitty has done nothing to me. The kitty is a sweet kitty, and I like the kitty very much. But they know better. They don't post your live phone calls on a troll YouTube page. A keystone of YouTube. Not going to mention who and where. I'll leave you to make your own conclusions. All right, we have some pork chops here on sale. We have something for the kitty. Not going to show you something for the kitty. There will be room surprise. That will go off on Monday after we go. Kathy and I go to the spirit store. I have 3 Benny's Polish sausage dogs. And I will do the mail time tomorrow because I'm in too much pain. All right, 2 cans of pineapple chunks, $2 a piece. Well, this stuff is getting more expensive than gold. I think. Let's see, anything else in here? Oh, there's more bacon dogs. I got 3 bacon dogs. And Mama Cat is waiting for her cat food. Her royal presence must be obeyed. And I haven't had one for a while. Tomorrow I will do the mail video. Wednesday I'll not go anywhere. Thursday I go to Walmart. Friday Kathy and I go to the spirit store in Barnes & Noble. And I got bags all over now. I got hundreds of plastic bags. I'm not sure what to do with them. Do I keep them for shopping, or how do you dispose of things? So, all right, let me put this stuff away. One of these things is going to be my dinner, not the pork chops. I'll save those for tomorrow and Wednesday. Running low on money. And on cat litter. And the biggest problem with cat litter is Amazon is taking up to 2 weeks to deliver my cat items. Everything else is fine. And by the way, Amazon's Prime Day is coming soon. They have a Samsung or an LG 43-inch 4K television set for $179. That's Samsung for $119, which is an incredible price. It's not up there yet. Oh, I forgot. I got great. That's an incredible price. $119 for 4K by a reliable place other than TCL, which is terrible. Don't buy TCL. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. All right, I got these. It was 90 in here at 5:30 in the morning, and I woke up about 2 in the afternoon. So, all right, let's see. And I know I said I wouldn't do live videos, but it's easier for me to do this. I go upload it. And I'm going to do this for about a half an hour, and then I got to go feed the cats. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I'll do that till 9:30. About a half an hour, and then I got to go feed the cats. And then take another shower. That's why I'm wearing the same shirt. I don't want to put a clean shirt on and get it all sweaty. Nancy Pelosi has come out with her stimulus proposal. It's more than $2.2 trillion, including money for food aid for the UN. Why do we need to give the UN our money? The UN is an anti-American, corrupt organization. That's not going to go very far. She got money for the cities, money for the states, money for all our buddies. 2 months she's done nothing, and the only reason she's doing this, she's getting pressure from her own party. She will not pass a legitimate bill and pass it on to the Senate, because if it gets signed and goes to President Trump, it gives Trump a victory, and Nancy Pelosi irrationally hates President Trump. So, and all these people on YouTube are saying, we're going to get stimulus checks, we're going to get stimulus checks. It isn't even a bill yet, it's a proposal. Has stimulus checks in it, has PPP, has aid for unemployed, has aid for people who can't pay their rent, about to be evicted, very good stuff, but it's not a bill. So it's vaporware and legislation. So unless it actually has, and the Republicans will not accept money for the UN, and I'm sure there's certain things, other meat Kevin, one of us, I only watched about half the video. He's still got his beard. I shaved mine today. I had a beard not shaving for about 4 days. So I could use a stimulus check, my friends could, Kathy could, but until that thing plonks in our bank account, I won't believe it's coming. And the thing is, I'm going to send a letter to the White House tonight to President Trump and give him my suggestion of how he can win the election. And I don't know if he's going to read it, but I'm going to put on how you can win the election from a Trump supporter on the outside of the envelope. Please read. And part of the thing in there is $300 million of the unused money that Trump talked about that he was going to write checks on and send them out to the people. Problem with Trump, he doesn't hold his cards in. Know when to hold them, know when to show them. Well, he doesn't know when to hold them. He's showing his hand. He's blabbing too much. He's telling everybody his intentions. He needs to be quiet and just do it. Make it a fait accompli, and then they can't do anything about it because he's already done it. That's what I would do if I were the President of the United States against recalcitrant House and anti-Trump Republicans in the Senate. A Republican governor has now come out and endorsed Joe Biden, former Republican governor. These are Republicans in name only. They're not Republicans. All right. And the fires, they evacuated more people out of Napa, St. Helena, and that area. The smoke is being seen in Las Vegas, and the moon tonight is a bright orange. So that's the only news I've been following. And don't have much else to say. Kathy's fine. The kitties are fine. We got into a bit of an argument because she kept asking me if we're going to Walmart together, and I said, no, I'm going to Walmart by myself on Thursday. I need to get wet cat food, cat litter, a storage bin. I put one of the cookie jars in the drawer so it's safe and doesn't take up counter space. But because of my legs, I haven't done anything for a week. I'm going to throw out the recycling tonight, and one of my paper towel rolls somehow got coffee spilled on it. So there's a dead paper towel roll I have to throw out. What am I going to do with a stained coffee paper towel roll? It's dry, but it's got coffee all over it. So And I don't do anything in here when it's 95 degrees or more anyway. It's just too hot to move. It was cool when I went outside. It was relatively cool, but I came back soaked. So, my new Royal Scepter once I paint it gold. There's the curtain rod somebody left. I'm going to use it to get some hooks and put one of my flags up. On election night, I will go get some hooks and put the Trump flag behind me and move the Pirates flag over there. Pirates won 3 games in a row, and now they lost again. Go Bucks. So, I will be very glad when we get a car again. You know, to keep running all over hill. On the bus or walking. Well, nobody's in here. Oh. I have a fly in here. I took most of the garbage out, and you can't leave any garbage in there. The flies come in from outside. They're attracted partly by the wet cat. Wet cat food. Mama cat comes every night now. She wants a cup of wet cat food, even though she got one 4 or 5 hours earlier. I don't have the heart to turn her down. So, I have 5 cans of Friskies, so I've been giving her Friskies rather than the Yummies. And she comes up about 8 o'clock at night. I haven't fed her already. Time to feed me and kitten. So cute. And both kitties I sent packages to went crazy for them last week. And the guy who said I sent him toys for his cats and treats, I didn't send anything to him. I don't have his name, and this is the guy who's promised to deliver me an iPad, promised to deliver me food with his semi-truck that doesn't exist. It's another troll. Up to monkey business. So, but you know, if I were totally paranoid, I wouldn't trust anybody on or offline, because 90% of the people I've known online have wound up stabbing me in the back. It's very sad. They shouldn't do this. They should know better. They should have some ethics and morals and honesty and decency, but they don't. And they associate with other trolls. But they pretend to be friends. And then I get the usual email, did you know that such and such did such and published such and such on YouTube? Or on SewerGad? Or on SmellGad? I had to do it over again. NASA says we can travel through time. I go back through time, hit myself in the head with the Royal Scepter and say, don't go on YouTube. Ever. Publish cat videos where you don't say anything. Just show the cat videos. You don't tell who's doing it. You don't even give it your real name. Then it'd be safe. On a Paws in LA rescued a beautiful, beautiful kestrel, which is a hummingbird. It hit a window. It was not hurt, but it was too young to go hunt. They took it to a rescue organization. They trained it to hunt mice and released it. And it was very happy, so that was nice to see today. Hope for Paws, and they help out other animals other than dogs and cats. Anything that needs to be rescued, and then you might want to donate to them. And you can donate to this channel at falky2013@gmail.com at my PayPal account or Super Chat. And you can send cat food, cat donations, gift cards, checks, or money orders to George Senda, 815 Court Street, number 786, Martinez, California, 94553. A large percentage would go to feed the outdoor cats. And I have enough for 3 days, and then I got to go get more cat food. Cat food and litter are the 2 big things. Now, I'm a little confused. Red Eagle Politics said 2020 debate preview, why we shouldn't underestimate Biden. But I saw a thing, they didn't shake hands in the debate. So is that tonight? I have no idea. So, Biden's apparently avoided paying taxes too. Everybody's making a big fuss. Trump paid no taxes. Well, there's a wonderful thing called the Federal Tax Code. Now I want to show you a book. This guy is a great financial writer, aside from the topic of this book. He did a book on Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, and the collapse of Wall Street in 2008. This is the book, Bought and Paid For, The Unholy Alliance Between Obama and Wall Street. See, our laws are not passed by our legislators. They're not written by they're written by lobbyists who go in and say, we can write these laws. Me, Kevin, has discussed this. And then the senators and congressmen who are abiding to the contributions they get from these corporations write laws to benefit the rich. This is why Trump and Biden and others wind up paying no income tax, because they can write off depreciation, they can write off tax losses, they can even write off stuff in bankruptcy. They declare bankruptcy on properties, not personal bankruptcy, but corporate bankruptcy, or their LLCs go bankrupt and they don't, and they wind up paying zero. And in a perfect world, the person would say, well, you know, I had to pay no taxes, but the government needs money to get goods and services done to the people. I will donate $1 million. And I say I want it to go to people on disability, or people at the VA, or people on Social Security, or the homeless, or people who need food. Not that you can guarantee that's going to happen, but you never see that happening with a rich person. They never donate money to the federal government if they don't owe any money. And they'll give it to all kinds of organizations, including Black Lives Matter. A guy just got arrested. He took $200 grand and spent it on houses and cars and all that. Didn't go for it to help any blacks. It's absolutely scandalous. If I were rich and didn't have to pay tax obligations, I'd still pay something to the federal government and the state government, because that would be my civic duty. So, that's how I feel. I have watched Gerda the cheetah on I Am Puma. Gerda the cheetah is very sweet. She likes to lick the man's head. They got a cheetah. Their previous cat died of cancer. Gerda the cheetah is very sweet, and she is a cutie. And Messi started sniffing her, but yet they have not been formally, Messi the cougar has not been formally introduced to Gerda the cheetah. So that ought to be fun. I watch all the videos. So does Kathy. We love Messi. Messi the cougar. Hello, Esther. So yes, I would love to cuddle and hug and pet and kiss one of those cats. They're so sweet. They act more like house cats than anything else. And Messi the other day, this automatic fish was flapping, and Messi was scared to death of it. Finally said, I'm not going to be near that thing. Get it away from me. It's very funny. Oh. For the record, I hate heat. You can do anything when it's cold. You can put a sweater on, you can put a blanket on, you can put clothes on, you can put socks on, you can put a sweatshirt on or a sweater on, an electric blanket. What are you going to do when it's 95 degrees? You can't go out naked. So, and it's going to be in the 90s every day this week. San Francisco even was hot today. When it gets 80 in San Francisco, people have it rough there. There's very, very few places in San Francisco have air conditioning. So, I apologize for not being on. But there is not much. I put my application in for my regional transit card renewal. Hopefully that'll come in soon, and that will lower my cost to go to San Francisco. Next week I go get my MRI of my brain. I'm going to ask them for a copy so I can get a 3D model of my brain, and I'll prove I have a brain. It would be cool if I get it with an LED and it could light up in different colors. Using a desk paperweight. Have a flash. And get a 3D model made of my brain. People have done that. And then I go in also for the MRI of my left leg. They are ignoring the right leg, and when I see the spine doctor, they say, look, can you arrange to get my right leg looked at, because it's also swollen. The swelling in the left leg has not gone down. It is still swollen and it still hurts. Hello, Antique Radios. I'm very fond of antique radios and antique radio microphones. I would love to get one used live from NBC, CBS, ABC, or Mutual, or the two NBC networks, the Red and the Blue network. Those are hard to come by now, and they cost $1,000 or more in good condition, if you can find them. About 2 years ago, you could find them on eBay. Now they're very scarce. You type in Mutual, all you get is advertising. Mutual went out of business. Used to be Larry King's network before he went to CNN. And I have blocked all my credit information so I don't get all these offers for loans that never give me a loan. Although two places have. I'm making payments on that. And then one credit card I got recently called me up last week and was hounding me about the payment. It's not even the first of the month. The payment's not even due till the third. Why the hell are you bothering? Well, it's a new card and you charge a lot of money on it. So I charge money on it to help Kathy get a new TV. And they'll get their payment on Thursday. And then I asked them to change the due date because it's the third. Oh, we can't do that until you get your first payment. So, but they'll get it in 2 days. Hopefully they won't charge me a $40 late fee. But all my credit cards will be paid down, and I hope to have them all paid off by the end of the year. And if we should get a stimulus check, which I doubt, I'll drop $500 for the car fund. That would give us about $1,800. It's not enough yet, but it would be big. If Kathy drops $500, that would be $2,300. It's still not enough. I figure to get a 2008 Prius with touring, which is leather seats and decent mileage, we need about $5 or $6 grand. And I don't know yet. Still, I'm going to find out Monday what we get off that grant, because knowing the savings and loans, the credit union seems to be able to tell us. There was a guy working there, but he disappeared. He knew. I'd like to know if we get $1,500, $2,500, or $5,000 for the car. So, well, that's it. I've kind of run out of stuff to say. I don't know what else to. The whole point of chat is people come in and ask me stuff, but given that I haven't done much other than sweat and lie in bed going ow, 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 and icing my knees down, which should have subsided all this information, but it's not until I see a regular doctor. And they want me to go back to the doctor and didn't believe I was disabled. Now, hell, I'm going to do that. They were going to get rid of her and get me a new doctor before the corona crud happened. So I'll have to deal with that next week as well. It'll be fun to go to the Spirit store, go with there at Kathy. You'll see Kathy, and then we're going to go to Barnes & Noble. She said, are we going to go anywhere else? I said, probably not, because by then I got to go shopping again. For food, Walmart here is very, very small, and I'm trying to eat healthier stuff, although pizza and bagel dogs are not exactly what dogs are healthy, but I am going to Walmart to get Slim Fast. That way, once I drink Slim Fast twice a day, I hope. Something just shook the building. I hope that wasn't an earthquake. I hope that'll help me lose weight. Gang of trash pandas. I don't know what the gang of trash pandas are. So, I have no idea. Let me find out something. Lucky Pharaoh's package will go out on Monday for the kitties. Uh, Whoa! Well, that was a 354, a 3.4 in Milpitas, which is that way about 60 miles. So we did have an earthquake this afternoon. Let's see. That's just south of San Jose. Kathy used to go there to the mall to shop for Pokemon. Let's see. Whoops. That was weird. Just disappeared. Okay, 4.3 in Alaska, 4.9 in northeast of Taiwan. Small ones in Puerto Rico, 4.8 west of Valparaiso, Chile. So nothing here. Just every once in a while a truck goes by here and shakes the whole building. I don't know. I didn't hear a truck, but something visibly shook in here. Oh, raccoons. Well, there is a gang of 13 in Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. I saw it in SF Gate, and they're hanging out in the park. 13 raccoons lined up in a row. So I've never seen 13 raccoons. I'm not sure what to. And somebody got bit by them. One went on our porch, so. When you get bit by a raccoon, it's mandatory you get rabies shots because they don't know if they have rabies or not. Although usually most raccoons, sadly, the only way to test them for rabies is to kill them. You have to dissect their brain and see if they have rabies. There's no test for rabies for raccoons. So, but I don't like the raccoons. I have nothing against them. Yeah, how dare you use such a filthy four-letter word in here? I never went to work. I went to my job. Work? You want me to work? No. I got enough trouble cleaning. It's Monday night. Maybe they're watching football. I don't know. Be about that time for the football game to end. Steelers won the other day. Not that I'm interested because of all this politicization of football, baseball, basketball. Don't hear any kneeling in hockey. Probably hurt your knees on the ice. Or someone would smack you with a hockey stick while you weren't looking. Well, maybe people also figured I didn't do videos for the better part of a week. I wasn't going to do videos anymore. But when I'm hurting, Now, all I did there was move my left leg just like that, slightly to the right, and spike of pain went through my leg and down to my foot. Not fun. All right. I'm going to type the usual stuff, and then I think I'm going to get out of here. I got to feed Case, have something to eat, and take a shower. Now I'll be real happy to get out of here and go get the van, the handicap van, and Of course, nobody ever sends me anything anymore. The person I'm no longer talking to, I thought was a huge supporter of this channel, and instead chose to make her bed with trolls. And I just slipped out. I didn't want to say it was a female. Well, what is done is done. I'm not going to mention the name, but that person is associating with 2 troll live streams, and both engage in attacks on me. So I'm not going to do that person anymore. And you don't record someone's phone calls without letting them know or without their permission, and that's exactly what she did. And it's very sad because I'm not doing anything to anybody, just doing videos or not doing videos and trying to get through my life like we all do, one day at a time in the time of the Corona crud. Okay, this is George Sender, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Thank you for coming in, Estes and Antique Radios. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be. I certainly hope you're staying dry and cooler than I am. And stay safe. And it has lowered in here to 88. Somehow there's a cold snap. I don't know how. But every fan was going on here earlier, and I'm still roasting.